Hi everyone. It is the 18th, and I just wanted to do another blog because I'm in a mood. So, okay. So first of all, I wanted to thank all of my diligent watchers. I've been looking over my history of YouTube views and whatnot, and it's not a huge amount. I mean, I'm not like a superstar, like "Leave Britney alone" or anything like that. But I do appreciate my friends and family who watch me and hear what I have to say and at least tolerate my ramblings of, soon-to-be middle-aged gay man. Okay, a couple things I wanted to talk about. My dinner with my mother went really well. We had some really nice talks. I set up yet another piece of electronic equipment that she doesn't quite understand, but hopefully she'll get it enough to do what she wants it to do. It's this combo record player, CD player, tape player, FM radio thing. Looks really neat. She loves it. Yeah, so let's see. I was talking to my friend Fritz today, and I've talked about this before, but I wanted to go over it again because I think it's a really cool theory, and I'm actually kind of proud of myself for noticing it. In the 13 or 14 years or so that I've been out and around and socializing really heavily, and it's probably more than that, but yeah, 13 years, let's say that. I've noticed personality traits, I guess you could call them that, in every person I meet. And no, it's not even personality, it's form. There are, in my opinion, and this is purely speculation, there's no scientific proof behind it, but okay, there are five aspects to a person. Now, I'm not religious, so I don't know how these come to be, but during conception or, during growth or if you believe in a god or gods or whatever, maybe this is what happens. But my personal theory is that these five things are smarts, talent, looks, sex, and social. Now, each one of those, smarts being either book smart, street smart, super witty, quick on the draw, whatever. Talent being a musician, an artist, somebody who's just naturally talented. You look at them and you're like, I could never do something like that. Looks, obviously, cute, hot, gorgeous physique. Just everybody looks at them and they're like, wow, that's a gorgeous person. Sex being either very sexual in nature, very large in talent, or very good at what they do sexually. And then social, being a very social person, can network with people, can make things happen, can either go to a presentation or a board meeting and wow the crowd, or can just go out at a club and people naturally are attracted to them because of their outgoingness or their ability to socialize, or wow, my nose is really running, forgive me, or anything like that. So I've pretty much thought that when during conception or whatever powers that be, basically go into a pot and say, we're going to pick 3 of these things out and make them part of this core person. We're going to say these 3 things are what that they have to offer the world. Now, granted, all 5 of these things probably exist in everyone in some way, shape, or form. But it's also my belief, and this is where it gets a little spiritual, that occasionally somebody gets 4 or 5 of these things and as their primary core, and that kind of takes away from some of the other people. Say, somebody who might have a mental handicap or a physical disability that may have taken from their pool and been given to somebody else, either by mistake or by design or whatever. Since I don't know anything about religion, philosophy, anything like that, to the point where I can speak as an expert, this is just my personal opinion. But I really do believe that everybody has 3 of these 5 things as their core. So, an experiment for you, if you will. Take anybody you know, preferably somebody you know pretty well, and apply this. Look at them and say, okay, are they smart? Do they have a special talent or talents? How about looks? Are they gorgeous? Are they cute? Does everybody seem to say, oh yeah, he's a hot guy? If you've had intimate relations with them, are they really good in bed? Do they have a really large anatomy? Things like that. Or are they just really social people? Do they, you know, are they the life of the party? Do they get people going where they want to go? You know, do they make things happen? I can look at any one of my friends and find 3 things out of all of them. And not to say that they don't have all 5, because I think all of my friends have everything to a certain extent. But for, I don't want to single anyone out because I don't want them to be offended or anything, so I'll do myself. I like to think that out of the 3 things that I have, I'm guessing that they would be social. Obviously, I'm pretty social. I like to do all the social networking stuff. I have a lot of friends. A lot of people come to me to find out what's happening and things like that. Looks, I like to think that I'm pretty cute. I don't know that I'm Abercrombie hot or anything like that, so that's a maybe. Sex, that's kind of personal, but I've never had any complaints in that area, and I've had a few compliments here and there, so that's pretty cool. Talent, I think if we were to look talent as a broad band, I don't necessarily have talent when it comes to music, because I know how to play the piano and I know how to play the trombone, but not really anything huge. But computers, definitely. Troubleshooting, problem solving, absolutely. So if those are considered talents, which I'm going to consider them, then yes, I'll have that. And I like to think that I'm pretty smart. I know I don't always phrase sentences correctly, and sometimes my mind goes in 17 different directions. But I like to think that I have the common sense, street smarts to keep myself going and to feel educated, as well as to grasp concepts of real education, whether it be mathematics, sciences, things like that. Granted, there are certain topics within the smart area that I don't really follow. I'm terrible at geography because I was never really interested in it. My history, as far as if we're talking high school or whatever, I know the history of the United States, basically, things like that, but overall history, could I pass a test now? Probably not. So, I guess I just wanted to talk about that a little bit, and if you guys think that, no, you guys should, as a test, compare yourself to these 5 things: smarts, talent, looks, social, and sexuality. And see where you fit. I think you'll find that it usually applies, and it even applies to people that are maybe less fortunate than us, or less fortunate in general. Because what I used to think, and here's when I was younger, I used to think that for every really, really good thing that somebody gets. Okay, so I got a little bit interrupted, but basically, I used to think that for every really good part of somebody, that something was taken away. For example, if you were an Abercrombie model, super, super beautiful, that you lacked in the smarts department. Or if you were really, really talented, like with numbers or music, that you had to be autistic or something like that, meaning that something may have been taken out of that core fiber in order to give you the extra that makes you who you are. Sometimes that's illustrated with sexuality, where you know somebody has a huge talent, but they're empty upstairs, or they're ugly as sin, or whatever, but or they're super, super social, but they might be like 800 pounds, so just thought I'd apply that little bit of logic. Oh, that was really gross. A bug just squished on my computer. Anyway, that's pretty much what I'm thinking, and I thought I would share that with everyone. So if you want, put a comment in my blog or on YouTube or whatever, and let me know if that applies. Thanks, and I'll talk to you later.